Hello, 4th grade. This is going to be a quick video on code.org. Last week we worked on loops, which are repeats, and we started conditionals. Conditionals is a computer science term, meaning the program is only going to run under certain conditions. So if then or while. This week we're going to work on conditionals with farmers. So let's take a look at some of these ones here. I want to go to a harder one. Let's look at number 9 here. Okay, I'm trying to do some of the harder ones here. So let's look at number 9, conditionals with farmer. The lettuce is scattered all over the garden. Travel down each path until you reach a head of lettuce, then continue to pick it up while there is some left. So we have the until and the while. Those words give us a clue that this is going to be conditional. So we're going to run our program until you see lettuce, and then while there is some left, you're going to pick it up. Okay, so let's look at our program. First thing we want to do is we want to look at while there is lettuce. Okay, so what do they tell us to do while there is lettuce? While there is lettuce, what are we going to do? We're going to pick the lettuce, right? How do we know that? It says pick it while there is some left. So while there is lettuce, we're going to pick lettuce. Okay? While there's lettuce, we're going to pick lettuce. What else do we want to do? We want to travel down the path until you reach lettuce. So, repeat until there is lettuce. What are we going to do? Repeat until there's lettuce? We're going to move forward. Okay, how did I come up with this? Because they told us, they said travel down the path until you see lettuce. So we're going to move forward until you see lettuce. And then we're going to pick it up while there's lettuce. Okay, so let's look at this so far. We click run. We move forward. We pick up the lettuce while there's lettuce. Now we got this. What's the next thing we got to do? We got to turn left. Okay, now this is not going to work completely, but we want to get the general sense first. So we're going to repeat. We're going to move forward until there's lettuce. While there's lettuce, we pick it up. Then we turn left. Okay, so we have the right idea. That was one time. Then again, if we do it a second time, we'll move forward until there's lettuce, and we pick up lettuce. We turn left. That will give us 2 times. And then we need to do a third time to pick up the lettuce again. So let's repeat the whole thing. Let's repeat the whole thing 3 times. Now, why am I saying 3 times? Because we're going to go 1, then we turn left, 2, then we turn left, and 3 we go forward. So let's repeat the thing 3 times, and let's give it a run. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so I want to do a few of each one. That way the students get a general sense of what to do. Let's look at number 10 here. Okay, they got this swirly little path here. The lettuce is scattered all over the garden. Travel down each path until you reach a head of lettuce. Then continue to pick it up while there is some left. So here are our key words, until and while. That tells us it's a conditional. Okay, so a little similar to the last one. Repeat until there is lettuce. What are we going to do until there's lettuce? It tells us here. It says travel down the path until you reach the lettuce. Okay, so repeat until there's lettuce. We're going to move forward. Okay, so let's take a look at that first, and then we'll add it to our program. Repeat until there's lettuce. Move forward. Okay, now let's look at the next part. What do we do? While there is lettuce. While there is lettuce, we're going to pick it up. So while there is lettuce, we're going to pick it up. Okay, so let's look at our program first. Okay, go forward. While there is lettuce, we're going to pick it up. Now, we have the general sense. We did it 1 time. Now, what are we going to have to do next? We're going to have to turn right. So we're going to turn right, and now let's take a look again. We go forward until there's lettuce. While there's lettuce, we pick it up, and we turn right. So we did it 1 time, and then we'll do it 2 times, and then we'll do it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So we're going to repeat the whole thing. Going to repeat, and the whole program has to repeat in the repeat loop 6 times. Let's take a look. We go forward until there's lettuce, then while there's lettuce, we pick the lettuce up. After that, we turn right, move forward until lettuce. While there's lettuce, pick the lettuce. After you pick the lettuce, you turn right, and we repeat loop the whole thing 6 times, and that's that one. Okay, so that were some examples with conditionals with farmers. Now we're up to if, do, else. So if, do, else is a conditional. So let's say I said to somebody, if the phone rings, then pick it up, right? So that's our conditional. If the phone rings, then pick it up. I could say, in this scenario, if the phone rings, pick it up, else do your homework. Okay, so this is telling the instructions. If the phone rings, pick it up. If the phone's not ringing, then I want you to do your homework. Okay, now it's going to be a little different with code.org because we're doing it through paths, but that's general understanding. So let's take a look here. Challenge. The only way to get all the crops is to move forward until you get to the lettuce. Then turn left if there is a path to the left, otherwise turn right. Okay, so this is our if, do, else. So if the path is to the left, you're going to turn left. Otherwise, turn right. So when you see if, that's a good clue that it's going to be a conditional. Okay, so let's take a look. We learned this one in the other section. We're going to say repeat until there is lettuce. Repeat until there's lettuce. We're going to move forward. Okay, so we run. Repeat until there's lettuce, move forward. Okay, we got that from the last section. Now we're going to say while there is lettuce. What do we do while there's lettuce? We're going to pick it up, right? So repeat until there is lettuce. And repeat until there's lettuce, move forward. While there's lettuce, pick it up. Okay? Now we're going to use this one here. We haven't used this one before. If the path is to the left, you're going to turn left. And if you can't go to the left, you're going to turn right. Okay? So if the path is to the left, do this, turn left. And if you can't do that, if you can't turn left, then you're going to turn right. Let's take a look. Okay? Now we have the general sense. We're in the right direction. So the next thing we got to do is let's give it a little repeat. Let's just repeat it a few times. Let's not confuse ourselves. Okay? So let's repeat it a few times. Let's just see if we did it 2 times. Let's see what happens. So we go forward until there's lettuce. When there's lettuce, we pick it up. If to pass to the left, we turn left. And if we can't turn left, we turn right. So we had the right idea here. Let's do it 3 times. We'll just keep doing it slowly until we get to where we want. Until there's lettuce, go forward. While there's lettuce, pick it up. Path to the left, turn left. Okay? Else turn right. Okay? Seems like we got it. Let's try 5 times. Okay? You were on the right track. Okay? Now we move forward, pick up the lettuce. Okay? Good, excellent. We have the right idea. Let's try again. Let's try. We have 2 more lettuce to pick up, so let's try it 7 times. Okay, I hope that was helpful for everybody. That was a trickier one, but you could do it if you walk it through step by step. Hello everybody, I want you to go over lesson 6 from code.org, Swimming Fish Sprite Lab. So let's take a look at the instructions here. The fish is adventurous and wants to meet new creatures in the sea. Add another sprite to the fish tank. The sprite can have any costume other than the one you use for your fish. So we already have the tumbleweed here, and when the tumbleweed is clicked, it's going to start spinning right. So we don't want a tumbleweed. We want, let's say, let's try a gray one. We want a gray one, and we have a gray one here. So let's look at this. When we start, we're going to make a gray fish, and the gray fish is going to be spinning right. So let's just start with this part first. So we start them, and he starts spinning right. It's good. So we got that. Now what do we want? We want to add another fish to the tank. We want to add another fish to the tank, and the Sprite fish can have any costume other than the one you use for your fish. So let's take a look. Let's add another fish. We're going to go to Sprites, and we're going to make a new fish. Okay, and which one do we want to do? We want to make them red fish. Okay, we'll make him a red fish. So when we start our program, we're going to make a gray fish, and he's going to start spinning right, and then we'll make a blue fish, a red fish as well. And then we got him spinning, and we created our red fish. Okay, we got that one done. Excellent work. Now let's go to the next one. Let's go look at number 8. What do you want your fish's new friend to do? Add a behavior and watch them go. So we have the gray fish. We're going to make it when we run our program, we're going to make a gray fish, and the gray fish is going to start spinning. And now we have our red fish here. Okay, and what do we want our red fish to do? Maybe we want him spinning to the right. Okay, so we're not going to go in world because world is the background color, and sprites is to make a new sprite. We don't need that. Behaviors, we want to have a behavior. So we already have our gray fish. We make a new gray fish. When the gray fish is clicked, when we click run, the gray fish is going to start spinning right. Now we have our red fish, and we want to make it a red fish. What do we want him to do? Let's have him spin to the right. So we go to the behaviors here, and we have him spin to the right. So now when we click, we create our two fish. We're going to make the gray fish. We make the red fish. The gray fish is going to start spinning to the right, and the red fish is start spinning to the right. Let's watch them go. Okay, we got that one. So that's how you do the Sprite Lab.